Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody's not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica. Mek Wi Talk. Mek Wi Talk. Unity is strength. Mek we reason. Mek we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody's not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength, make we reason. Mek Wi Talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Mek Wi Talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon, nobody's not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk.
Good morning, good morning. We're listening, watching from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean. Good morning to the Mek Wi Talk program. I want to say good morning to everyone who is coming on. To all our students who are coming on, good morning. I hope you all can hear me clearly. Good morning to you all, or good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It's 12:21 right here in the United States, 11:21 in Kingston, Jamaica. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning, and we come on air this morning to speak to you about Jamaica's school bus system. And one of the reasons why I decided to take up this topic is because I'm wondering if all of this is an election gimmick for both the Daryl Vaz and his prime minister, who is the head of government and head of the Jamaica Labour Party. This school bus system here, we must ask questions about it. Is it a safe school bus system? Is it a system that will benefit our students? So I have some questions this morning. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And remember, we have some t-shirts on sale, but let's deal with this. I have some serious questions this morning about the school bus system with Daryl Vaz and the Labour Party. Oh, they're having a press conference this morning. I didn't realize it. Hold on there for me. Apparently, they're having some press conference this morning. Today's Tuesday. I don't have a press conference on a Tuesday. What's going on? I want to dip into this thing that they're having. Hold on, please, don't go anywhere. Apparently, Daryl Vaz is speaking. Hold on for me, please. Let us do this thing here.
From those members of the opposition. The ministry has taken note of the criticisms in the public domain coming from the ranks of the opposition regarding the plans being pursued to deliver a rural school bus system for Jamaica. The buses have been dubbed old by the opposition, who have also alleged that the buses are being brought in to kill off Jamaican picnic. Let me state categorically that July 5th and 6th, 2025 are among the saddest and darkest days in our history based on these wicked, evil statements made particularly by Mark Rowling and Peter Bunting, along with others in their party. It is simply bad mind on steroids. I wish to categorically reject these allegations as false, reckless, and a desperate attempt to use our children to attain power at any and all costs. This must never be forgotten, and they must be judged and rejected out of hand for these wicked and evil thoughts. And a simple press release, which was sent out a few minutes ago ahead of my press conference, will not take them off the hook. Concerning the ages of the buses purchased, as we move to roll out the school bus system, let me lay out some facts. I'm advised that the average age of registered motor cars currently in the public transport system in Jamaica is an average of 14 years old. Prior to the recent purchases, the average age of JUTC buses in the fleet was 14 years old. I'm further advised that currently the average age of registered buses in the wider public transport system is 18 years old. And these figures are coming from the ITA and the Transport Authority. So these are legitimate figures and not something that I am just picking out of a hat. The average age of buses being purchased under the Rural Transportation Bus Initiative is 10 years old. Some are below 10 years old, as low as 8 years old. The opposition has described the buses being purchased as old, but suggested that they would pay transport operators, including bus operators, and who they described as a little man with probacks or a...
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store.
Transport our children. Well, the fact is, the average age of buses and cars in the public transportation system currently is between 14 and 18 years old. It's way above the average age of the buses which are being brought in as part of the rollout of the National Rural School Bus. Furthermore, the buses under the Rural School Bus system generally have way less mileage and a better maintenance history compared to what exists.
That's a lie. That is a blatant lie. That's a blatant lie. And that's why we need to find out the mileage on those buses. And that's why we have questions of this minister. I won't go any further listening to him. It's a live feed going on. We need to find out because he said that the bus that they're purchasing, school bus that they're purchasing now is 10 years old. 10 years old. What is the mileage of those buses? I did a research this morning on the school bus system in Florida. And what I gather from it, after the bus travel roughly 200 miles, they decide to retire the buses. Now, I do not know where in the United States the minister is getting these buses from. I don't know exactly where they're getting the buses from. And that is why we have questions to ask of the minister this morning. Conrad is okay. Conrad is okay. It's just that I didn't decide to come on this morning because I had some other things to do. But the school bus system riled me up. And one of the questions that we have to ask Daryl Vaz, let me go into this thing here. I have to ask Minister Vaz, is this. The school bus system will it be state operated? Who's going to operate the bus system? 2, how would you ensure accountability? 3, Minister, you know, we have to ask these questions, you know, because you know that JUTC is operating a loss. And they're pumping billions and billions of dollars into JUTC. And they have mechanics for the nuts, mechanics for the tires, mechanics for the windscreen wipers, mechanics for everything. So we have to ask this question this morning. How can you ensure accountability, Minister Daryl Vaz? 3, how would you ensure maintenance of the school buses? Who's going to maintain them? Are they going to go down to JUTC for JUTs to maintain the school buses? We don't know. 3, when the school buses stop operation, stop for the day, where do they park? Some schools don't have a proper parking area. So where exactly are the buses going to be parked? Are we going to see drivers driving around Jamaica in school buses on Saturdays and Sundays, gallivanting? Three, how will you ensure the safety of our students on those school buses? We have to ask these questions, people. It cannot be that they're spending state resources and we can't ask questions. How would you ensure the pickup of our students? At what point in Savlamar will they pick up the students? Are they going to be on time? What do you have in place to know that, hey, yes, they're going to pick up in time at that park? All right? How do you ensure that the drivers of those buses don't have any criminal conviction, are not petty fires, are not people who go around and trouble little boys and little girls? What have you put in place? This is an election gimmick. How would we ensure that the over 20,000 students benefits from the school bus system, Minister Vaz? How many drivers does the school bus system need? And what is put in place to ensure that these drivers don't have any criminal conviction? You understand where I'm going with this? This is a question that we need to find out from Minister Daryl Vaz. These are the questions we need to ask him. And if the journalist is in Jamaica that asks him these questions, it may make no sense then. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And we need to ask this question now. Is this system here just being rolled out because it's an election year? Why didn't you roll out the system way before this? Why didn't you roll out the bus system two years ago? Where you get this money from now, Minister, to be buying all of these buses? Is there a mileage on the buses before you bring them in? Why can't you do it phase by phase? You buy school buses for Cornwall, because Jamaica has 3 counties: Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. All right? You buy the school bus for the counties, do it by counties. You buy a school bus in year 1 for county of Cornwall. Then you buy school bus in year 3 or year 2 for Middlesex. Then you buy for the other county. There's Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. You buy for Surrey next. You decide at one go. You have to make sure that one go, all school bus system, every parish in Jamaica have school bus. I don't think that's how you do these things in a Minister Vaz. That's not how you're supposed to do things, sir. And the people of this country is asking you questions this morning. Some very questions that need to be answered. How do we ensure that taxpayers' money is being spent properly? But the main thing that I am concerned over, how many drivers does the school bus system need? And what is put in place to ensure that these drivers are not criminals or they don't finger little girls and little boys? Because you have some people who's been deported back to Jamaica, who has committed crime overseas, but not in Jamaica. what sort of system is put in place to scrutinize the drivers? What sort of system is put in place that, yes, I can send my daughter, my son, or my goddaughter, my godson, or my cousin, or my nieces on that school bus, and it is safe? I remember one point a lady on a radio show, called a radio show, and asked this question and said to the talk show host, I can trust my daughter with my taxi driver. I can trust my taxi driver to go pick up my son and my daughter from school because they won't trouble them. But what Daryl Vaz is doing is playing politics. And when he's playing politics, he's pushing the little small man and small woman who is in the taxi operating business out of business. All in the name of politics. Because you have to get some political mileage, you know. And we must ask the minister some questions. What have you put in place to ensure that the drivers who are driving these buses are not people who was convicted overseas, or not people who has been convicted here in Jamaica and are condemning anybody? We have to ask some serious questions. You are rolling out a new bus system. Is it safe for our students? Can those buses go up in the rural area of Upper St. Andrew and turn around? How can they turn them? Because the back of it have a hell of a hangover, you know. It have a hangover. So how do you answer this question, Daryl Vaz, that we the people need answers for? We need answers for them. It does not look good. How can you ensure monitoring of the school buses, Daryl Vaz? How will you ensure the safety of the students and those buses? The safety. Number one, those buses don't come with seatbelt. They don't come with seatbelt. Yet you all are charging people out there for seatbelt. JUTC don't come with seatbelt. Yet you tell the courses operators they must ensure they have seatbelts on the buses then. You never see. When the state-owned JUTC has no seatbelt. None whatsoever. You are putting the bus and taxi operators out of business. You have not told the Jamaican people what safety measure have you put in place. Huh? What safety measure have you put in place? It's a good idea to have a bus system. It's a very good idea. But what I'm asking this morning, one, the mileage of the buses coming into Jamaica. Two, what safety have you put in place for our students? Three, what is put in place to ensure that the drivers of those buses are not people who have committed criminal offense? Those are the questions. And you never put cameras in the system, in the buses. Where would these cameras beam to? Will it beam to the Jamaica Eye facility that you have in Kingston? This huge facility that you have in Kingston, monitoring the entire island. Would it be put in that system there that you can see X, Q, Y, Z? It's not about politics, Daryl Vaz. It's about the safety of our children. So it's not about garnering vote. It's about the safety of our children. And you having press conferences, until I can hear you said, listen to me. We have put in place this to make sure children are safe. And we decided to get some buses that is not that long drawn out thing. Because I keep on saying, you know, if those buses go up to some part of West Rural St. Andrew or those places, how can the bus turn around? Number one, those buses that have no lock. It turn You know, normally you're steering wheel turn all the way in. Those bus wheels just turn a little bit like this, and that's it. It can't go all the way in like that. How can they turn on those roads, those terrains in West Rural St. Andrew? Huh? We have to ask questions. Some serious questions to be asked. Serious questions to be asked from the Minister of Transportation. What I gathered in Florida school bus system, after 12 years of service, the school bus reached 200 miles, 200,000 miles rather. They put it down. Yet Daryl Vaz just said a while ago that they have bought buses in the school bus as 10 years old. In Florida, they operate school bus. I just Googled it. In Florida, the school bus is retired after 12 years of service, of which they reach 200,000 miles. So after they reach 200,000 miles, they retire after 12 years. Yet Daryl Vaz just tell the people of this country on a press conference that the bus that they're bringing in, some of them is 10 years old. 10 years old. That make any sense? Does that make any sense? If Florida is retiring their buses at 12 years, you are buying buses that is 10 years old? It's up for retirement. It's up for the retirement. Yes, they have different sizes, but the size that they brought in is some long drawn out one. It's about too short when I saw. But now condemn the whole school bus system, you know. A good idea. But when you do those things, you don't come and explain to the people of the country how taxpayers' money is being spent. And another question you need to ask: where are you buying these buses? Is a former American diplomat involved in buying these buses for you? Is there a former United States diplomat that was in Jamaica who is back in the United States? Are they involved in purchasing the buses? Or is it a company? All of a sudden, you hear that there's a buyer for JPS. Yes, all of a sudden there's a buyer for JPS too. And the question we must ask Minister Daryl Vaz, is there a former United States diplomat is involved, or is a company that the former diplomat is a part of? Is this company buying these school buses? Is the same company gonna have some purchasing inside JPS? I have to ask some questions this morning. We have to ask some questions this morning. Because it don't make no sense. You just told the Jamaican people that you buying buses at 12 after I'm 10 years old when Florida's retiring buses at 12 years old. Let's listen to some more Daryl Vaz say, because there's a live press conference going on. Listen to him. Hold on for me.
What's AI saying about your brand? SEMrush's AI toolkit tracks how AI sees you.
Categorically state that the People's National Party has a history of shutting down efforts to implement a rural transportation system. Prior to the meeting office in 2011, the Bruce Golding administration, through Minister Mike Henry, placed an order for 230 buses to implement a rural school bus system. The delivery was spread over 4 years, beginning with a batch of 65 buses in April 2012. Following the general elections in 2011, the PNP assumed office and canceled the arrangement in place for the 230 buses. Facts. The JUTC had 20 buses operating a pilot of the rural school bus system. The PNP administration shut this program down also in February 2013. Discontinued moves to import the first batch of 65 buses into Jamaica. These buses were to be part of the rural school bus system. The move by the PNP to dismantle plans for a rural school bus system spawned the headlines. PNP slammed the proverbial brakes on rural school bus system. I hope headline was also published in the Jamaica Gleaner, which quoted the then Minister Omar Davis as stating that the project was misguided and unsustainable. 7 months later, in September 2013, 4 Homewood students died and another 22 students were injured in a crash, which the then administration blamed on reckless transport operators. According to statistics from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, between 2012 and this year, 68 children have died due to crashes on the nation's road. During the same time period, 726 children have been injured. Many of the crashes have been attributed to reckless driving. We cannot allow history to keep repeating itself. I urge all well-thinking Jamaicans not to allow the opposition to again derail a well-thought-out program which is intended to bring safety, security, and convenience to our children and reduce cost and peace of mind of our Jamaican families. I have just received a copy of the opposition statement, which was sent out minutes before my press conference, which headlines PNP affirms support for rural transport system for students. However, when I read it, the content of it, it totally goes against what they are saying in the headline. This is not even worth the paper that it is written on, because all that they are doing is try to salvage themselves from their reckless, wicked, and evil wishes and statements over the last few days. I want to say before closing that in this, they have raised the issue that these buses were retired from service in their country of origin because they have aged out of the system and not considered safe and reliable for school children. Here are the facts. The American market benefits from a continuous refresh cycle driven by American federal mandates and initiatives, backed by significant funding like the $5 billion allocated over the last 5 years between 22 and 26 through the bipartisan infrastructure law, which encourages the U.S. school districts to regularly update their fleets. This consistent turnover, while aimed at modernizing domestic transportation, inadvertently ensures a steady and high quality supply of used school buses entering the secondary and private markets, making them attractive assets for international buyers such as Canada and Jamaica. So again, reiterating that the buses have a lot of life left in them. And not only that, we have the programs to maintain them, similar to what has happened previously when they were being used in the US system. We're adopting that, and I give you my assurance as minister and the administration that I serve that we would never do anything or take any shortcut that would put the children safety and security at risk. You have my word on that. So let me close that the government of Prime Minister Andrew Holness and this Minister of Transport recognizes the fulsome, widespread support being given to this transformative policy and will not be distracted by voices of a few despots seeking power at all costs. We will press ahead with the delivery of a safe, secure, and affordable rural transport system for the rural people of Jamaica while continuing to strengthen the bus system in the Kingston Metropolitan Transport Region. I invite the press to ask questions, and then we will go now to the front of the building to actually examine two of the buses and the features that they have so that the media will be able to give an independent assessment of what they have seen and the questions that they have gotten answered.
Please do not go anywhere, students. Let's listen into what they're going to ask. Don't go anywhere, students.
The unfortunate weekend that we had, God bless Jamaica. God bless the people of Jamaica. This minister and this government will continue to work in the best interest of the people of Jamaica. God bless you.
Thank you, Minister Vaz. We will now open the floor to questions.
I have an engineer here from JUTC, and I have the managing director of JUTC. People of Jamaica would have.
Good morning, Kelisha Williams here from Television Jamaica. Minister, can you say whether or not buses will be distributed across all parishes, one, and two, I know in some states, in some of these states in the US, after 10 years, the buses are retired and they cannot pass, for example, in New York, one school district in New York cannot pass state safety inspections unless they're
We're not hearing.
Repairs and parts. So can you say whether these buses there were any major investments made in repairs for these
So,
buses?
so all of these buses have been inspected and passed overseas. So we're not buying any buses that require any major investment other than the typical refurbishing and of course, service to go on the road, oil change, filters, brake pads, that kind of thing. And the fact is that they are the overseas and in Jamaica by the JUTC. All parishes. Could you put up for me on the screen the allocation of the buses and the schools per parish? Questions? No one here from the Gleaner? Anybody here from the Gleaner? Yes, sir. Where is he? Okay, great, man.
St. Elizabeth, I'm not seeing that at all. Trelawney, 5 buses. St. James.
So I'll ask Mr. Ellington to address that. But I can say that part of the process is to get the drivers from the particular parishes. That's the easiest way to have a seeming and functional access to the buses. On top of which, the drivers will have to go through background checks by
Okay.
the police to make sure that they have a clean police record, and they will be trained specifically on these buses on the routes that they are going to be traversing. So, very good question. And the fact of the matter is, I'll ask Mr. Ellington to just indicate what has been the response, and of course, what is the next steps in terms of getting the training completed. And
thank you, Minister. Good morning, everyone. In relation to the recruitment and training of drivers for the rural school bus system, we did put ads in the media. We have had a good set of responses. We are at the stage now where we're doing pre-selection, and we are having the applicants vetted by the Jamaica Constabulary Force to ensure that they are persons in whose custody we can entrust the safety of our children. And based on the planning that we have in place, we should start training no later than Friday of this week. Thank you.
Okay, one of the questions that I asked just answered. That's good.
thank you very much, Mr. Ellington. And for those who might not remember, his new position is Managing Director of the JUTC, but he was also former Commissioner of Police.
And what that signify to us?
Yes, Mr. Mike.
We know the history of his when he was Commissioner of Police. So stop your nonsense.
Turn on the microphone. David, where's the information for Portland?
We're not hearing the questions that have been asked.
What's in it in this program for the drivers that will be piloting these buses?
No. The drivers that will be hired by the JUTC?
Correct.
What is in it?
In terms of pay, in terms of
So they will be dealt with similar to what obtains in the JUTC now in terms of allowances, salary, traveling, whatever it is that is existing for the JUTC will be transitioned.
Oh, so it will be the JUTC operating the school buses then?
The JUTC. So the fact of the matter is that it will be similar to what obtains as you take a JUTC bus now and a driver is driving you. Uniform, everything that goes with it. And another important thing to just mention again, as you say that, is that the bus is an extension of the school. So the school rules apply to the bus as well in terms of discipline, etc., etc. So that's also very important to highlight.
We're going to break away from that because we're going to try and see something here. One of the questions that I had asked on this platform here, and somebody said they don't want to call in to give their input. Let me open up the phone lines that the person can call in to give their input. So those who want to call in to give your input on the bus system, we have Head Boy joining us. Head Boy, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Head Boy. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Are you live?
Yeah, man, we're live.
Yes, Jeffrey. So I'm guessing you would have heard Minister Vaz's presentation.
Yes, I was just kind of live a while ago. He's still chatting away.
Let me tell you something. You know, so when you're going to become a minister of government, the first thing you must have is something named common sense and sense.
Yep, he doesn't have none of that.
No, common sense is not so common to him. Yeah. But, you know, Jeffrey, I am listening. I don't think the government realizes the danger it is about to put the children in. Every state in the US, the Department of Transport regulates the operation of the buses.
Yep.
Yeah. When the buses have done a certain amount of time, they decommission them per state.
Yeah.
When they authorize, after for them to repurpose them, but really to sell them to outside countries. They are not used within the United States.
Yeah, because listen to this. I know you haven't.
And you want to know why?
Yes.
Because they know that at that age, yeah, it really worries me.
Head boy, hold a minute there for me. Your internet is going in and out. I don't know what's going on with the internet. It's going in and out. Your audio is going in and out. But I want to say this to you. In the state of Florida, it says,
I don't know, listeners.
I
don't know if you are hearing me, but I think
you hearing me? Head boy, you hearing me? Head boy. Audio testing mic 1.
The virus is having some issues with his system.
Let
me see here. Jeffrey, if you are here, I'm not certain.
I can hear you, but are you hearing me? I'm hearing you loud and clear. Are you hearing me? Students, are you hearing us? Audio testing mic 1.
Okay, you're back. Okay, great.
Yes.
Jeffrey?
Head boy, I was saying to you, in the state of Florida, the school bus system is that at a certain age it retires. 12 years old, it serves at least 200,000
Oh, it was
miles.
my audio that was going. Okay, let me.
Yes. Good night. Good morning, sir.
I'm sorry.
Hello, can you all turn off the thing when you're calling, please? Hello?
Morning.
Yes, turn off the TV, please.
Turn off the TV, long time, Mr. Jeffrey. First time calling.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning. Good afternoon, yes.
You know, women are really hear the people them ask them. So I remember go transport the picnic them from one point to the other point. Unless
apparently, hold on for me, sir. Apparently what they did was to change the door system, sir. They did that to a bus in Portland, so I think they're going to do all of them.
Okay. I just got my call for find out because choose a left-hand door.
Yes, I understand.
Some people try to find. You understand?
Yes.
But me not see them vehicle that can hold the hill in a Jeffrey.
I don't know, my brother, but I think Daryl Vaz helped Ben and bring them in, sir.
Come and see the bus up on record already, you know.
Coming from?
I see the bus up on record. I mean, I know all. Pardon?
Yes, where is the bus coming from in the seat on the record?
Oh, you know, I never directly know about my seat on YouTube.
Oh, you sure it's Jamaica?
Yeah, man, it's Jamaica.
Oh, because I saw it too. Go ahead. Yes.
It says Jamaica. I think I one of them country there, but me not sure a respond. Like them got test run it on the hill, and it look like the engine a give way already. So I'm to when load going at them 40 plus picnic there in a them I go up the hill.
But the question that I have to ask, you know, sir, can the buses itself at a certain age they retire them in the state of Florida and other places in the United States after 12 years old, and when they reach 200,000 miles they retire them. Daryl Vaz just told the Jamaican people that some of the buses are 10 years old. So my question to him this morning, you're buying 12-year-old bus when the system that you bought the bus from is saying that 12 years they retire them. What is really going on?
Yeah, it look like our picnic have no race to run, and American kids have race to run. Them more them more secure than we. We are not them to expect anything and carry in it and feel like some boy, two parents poor, two them are do a favor with our tax money. Them feel like some boy, them to the should anything give way. And anything give it to them. You understand?
You touch on some very good points, sir. But my question to the minister is this, though. Is it that the school bus system, because there's no plans for it, they didn't plan for it properly. And what he's saying that the drivers of the bus will be paid just like the JUTC driver. But you have not told the people of this country and the people in the Jamaican diaspora, is the bus system going to run under JUTC? Head boy, you there?
It not him afraid for answer that question. Because that me I wonder, him say everything I go run like the driver I go get them salary, them allowance. That means so them him I go take private driver and push them in a JUTC system, and the other private people look like them own them bus up.
My question, there's a lot of questions, sir, but there's no answers to the questions that we're asking. A lot of questions that is being asked, but there is no answer to the question that we're asking this morning.
But Jeffrey, it not make no sense to trust a system or somebody will lead we can give a solid point, a solid answer to any question we ask. The Minister of Health stays so, the Minister of Transport stays so, the whole of the minister them stays so. Once they start ask a solid point, either somebody cut you off or somebody say, oh, you know it's not there right away. It may have to go check up and may have to go get some information. We're tired of that thing there. If you're not have solid point, don't come in front of the people them.
All right, my friend, I've got to take a next call. Thanks for calling in.
All right, Jeffrey, bless up yourself and take care. Head boy, big up yourself.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What happened here? I was trying to answer the call. The person.
Jeffrey, can you hear me now?
I'm hearing alone. Can you hear me? Are you hearing me, the head boy? It's coming from your end.
Jeffrey, can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Jeffrey, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. Are you hearing me? Hello, good morning.
I'm hearing you now, yes.
Greetings, Sir Jeffrey, and to your panel.
Yes.
2 points I want to make. I am pleading to the Jamaican people to ensure that the Jamaica Labour Party will no seat whatsoever in the country. And the reason for that is if they allow Jamaica Labour Party to have, they'll try to sabotage the government from doing their work and have excuse to say why they are not able to do X, Y, Z. Right? So we want to make sure so that they are totally in charge, because we, the bloggers and the diaspora, will be watching these people when they go in there like matlock. And the next thing that I am appealing to my Jamaican people, if you understand the Magnitsky petition, please, I am appealing to all Jamaicans, home and abroad, sign the Magnitsky report.
Hello? Are you hearing me?
Sir.
Yes, I'm saying to you, what we need to talk about is the bus system we're talking about now. Your views on the entire bus system.
Listen to me. This is that the people need to sign the Magnitsky, because that minister will not care 1 foot about nobody but himself and his entourage. Because tell me, how in God's heaven can you take a bus that is not competent for our terrain to get our children in. And I'm saying to Jamaican people, you have to wake up and see the bigger picture. It's not about Labour right now, PMP. It's about our future of our children. So we don't have any time to be playing around with these politicians because they themselves very clear their intention. Why do we need to continue playing around?
All right, ma'am.
They have no intention, Mr. Jeffrey.
All right, ma'am. Thanks for
Look at what's going, even for the coastal bus, right? If they're overloaded, look what happened. Much as they have those buses, we're not doing it for our terrain. What can go so, Mr. Jeffrey?
The people of the country have a say in it, ma'am. They have to decide their own destiny. All right, call us.
Exactly. Yeah, and these people need to realize that the government is working for us, not we for them.
Yeah. All right, my dear.
It's not we working for them.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, man. Head boy, you there? Head boy? What is going on here?
I'm here now, my brother. I'm actually on data. I'm operating from my phone. I don't know what's the issue with my regular internet, and it's working, but I don't know what's the issue.
I think they're trying to hack my system.
Seems like the Pegasus. I'm telling you, because each time, even here that I have reliable data, each time I'm on, you're going in and out, in and out. So that's why you wasn't hearing me, because there we go again.
I don't know what's going on here. You hearing me though?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you. So Jeffrey, I was making the point before you take on.
Right, go ahead.
I was making the point that these buses were decommissioned by the Department of Transport, as you know, transportation, and State Department of Transportation. And what they did, they said these buses could go to South America because the issue in many of these countries, they have public transportation system that need these buses. But one of the things that Mr. Vaz is not taking into consideration, that the terrain in some parts of South America where these buses going is all level land. They don't go up in the mountain. That's one. Two, the buses are going to less developed countries. Why is Americans not repossessing these buses? Even the civics group, even the church groups in America, they're not taking the buses.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Mek Wi Talk program. Good afternoon. You're live.
Afternoon, sir, Tavares.
Good afternoon.
I don't know if the guest is still on.
Yeah, man.
Head boy, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, my brother.
All right. So, yeah, man. I want to give an input on the issue with the bus.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys are aware of the government's importation policy for used vehicles.
Yes.
Yes, I think it's supposed to be 10, nothing over 10 years.
All right, so 10 years depends on the type of vehicle. So for motor cars, buses, for private use and stuff like that, 6 years old, right? So I don't understand how is it that the government has an importation policy and they implement this policy based on safety reasons. So the main reason for implementing this policy, their concern is safety of the vehicle. So for the vehicle to be able to come in the country, it has to, even though it has to be 6 years or younger, it has to go through an inspection process paid for by whoever is going to import that vehicle. Right? Once the vehicle falls out of that threshold, it's disqualified from being imported. So I don't understand why would the government want to break their own rule. That's another standard there. Because even if they're going to argue that these buses are inspected, they are disqualified from being able to be imported. I don't understand what you're really trying to say.
All of this, and I think Head Boy can back me up on this. All of this is election gimmick, Head Boy.
It is absolutely election gimmick. But not only that, do you know the average mileage for the buses?
No, we don't have them. I don't have them here.
134,000 miles. That's what the minister said. I just listened to his press conference.
No, that would be incorrect. There's no possible way. That would be incorrect. There's no way buses like those would reflect such a low mileage. For the age and what they will be used for in the US, however they are coming from, there's no possible way.
So hold on here now. If he can say that is 134,000 miles, what is the mileage on these current buses that they're buying? Did he say that, Head Boy? Head Boy, you there?
Well, I don't believe that there's any level of transparency with those numbers as it relates to these buses.
I don't believe it too, sir. I think there is no accountability there. There's no whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So that's what I wanted to share, because I don't know if the importation policy only applies to citizens and not government, but it should be a rule right across the board.
I think the government the government have a system, sir. That the government will tell you have to wear seatbelt. Yet JUTC buses don't have no seatbelt. The government will tell you that your license plate cannot be faded out, that they can't see it. Yet JUTC have faded out license plate. Our brake light broke, or the indicator system broke, and the police will give you a ticket for that, but they can't give JUTC ticket. I mean, the system doesn't apply to the people who run the system, sir.
That's I don't understand that, because for safety reasons, again, you're gonna have an importation year policy, and then the government is gonna break that rule.
Yes. We want Head Boy to come on in. Head Boy, talk to us. I'm not hearing Head Boy. What's going on here? Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. So that doesn't make any sense at all, because they implement the rule based on safety, and they're gonna break the same rule that they implement. So safety doesn't apply to these buses.
Very good questions, but we don't know what's going on. There's no answer from the minister pertaining to this. I mean, we're not hearing the questions the journalists they're asking, but based on what we're getting here, that Minister Vaz, you need to tell the Jamaican people what is truly going on, sir. You need to tell the Jamaican people what is truly going on. All right, caller?
Yeah, man. Take care.
All right, bye. Head Boy, you hearing us now? Head Boy? No, what's going on, Head Boy, I think. Oh, Lord. Head Boy?
I'm back, Jeffrey. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you, yes.
I don't know what's the issue, but quickly, because I'm having internet problems. So I'm saying the greater problem here is classism. And let me say why I say it. The government says the opposition's RIDE program, and that's what Daryl Vaz just says, is valued at 1.4 billion. He's saying now that the government is going to spend 1.4 billion for this bus program. That, by the way, can't move more than 4,000 children, with the 100 buses that them have.
Yeah, hold on there. Hold on. Yeah, they said they're going to spend $1.4 billion?
Yes, but he just said that in the press conference. Weren't you listening, Jeffrey?
I couldn't get the chance to listen, because I was on
listened. I listened. Because, as you know, I am the People's Minister of Transport. And when I listened to Daryl's statement, I sat and I said to myself, say this damn whole riffraff take people feed that. Because let me tell you why I said it. When you look at what, if them not believe poor people must have money in their hand, Jeffrey?
Head boy.
Yes, I'm here with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, the whole system going haywire, like they're hacking us left, right, and center.
Well, they could hack all they want. Let them continue. What I will say, let me say it without no water in my mouth. This is international thiefing. Huh? Thiefing. 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 Because the reason why they don't want to give the taxi man them or bus operators and other operators. And we're not saying to just give anybody. Anybody would have just fly all over the place. Yeah? And run up and down with people's children and kill them. We're not saying that. This is now a chance to establish a proper system and also create a code system. So if an operator is not compliant with certain codes, then he won't be given the chance to carry people's children. Are you with me, Jeffrey?
Yes.
So I'm saying, what is wrong with poor people children getting that 1.4 billion to be spent among operators? What is wrong with that?
You know, I heard somebody in the chat room say that 135,000 miles for a bus is nothing. For a bus, I am driving a bus more than 10 years old. What we're saying, sir, is this. That if the government is going to spend $100 and how much billion dollars, they said, head boy? Head boy.
1.4 billion, the same amount that the PNP has budgeted for their ride program.
$1.4 billion. I personally think that $1.4 billion, what you just said, could help with bus and taxi operators doing the same work.
But Jeffrey, what we know how governments are. Anything that government controls eventually becomes corrupt in Jamaica. Yeah? We are saying, let's create a system. The transport operators know these children. In some instances, Mass Joe, Upper Berrydale, in East Portland, might live next door a little girl who going to school. He's a transport operator. It's easy for him to just carry down the hill and go to school. Are you with me?
Yes.
No, I am saying, but if Mass Joe is an operator who normally drive bad and behave bad and have much tickets for reckless driving, we're not talking about ticket maybe for tint or something, them basic things. Yeah? But let me say to the transport operators that this is classism in reverse, but it's not a problem giving Miss Stuart Lecker, who have money more than how money the pantry, the contract to bring in them. Okay, if that was the case, that this was about helping poor people picnic, why didn't JUTC source the buses for themselves?
You know, I wonder sometimes, I really truly wonder sometimes in this country. Something that adding up here, head boy.
I'll tell you what is not adding up. It's a trick. It's a 3-card scam from Daryl, thieving Vaz, and lying Vaz. Who, by the way, should not have even been seen. He should not be here advocating boy more and bus for school children. I want to say what I have to say here.
Don't go down the road there.
No, I'm not going there. I'm just saying, I said it, but I'm not going there.
Head boy,
What I want to ask the minister, will he ask his wife to give up the man who is accused of raping a little schoolgirl in Portland that works in her constituency office? That's what he should come and tell us. Coming with them damn stupidness with the whole boss.
And people must be Jamaican people in the chat. You have, as what Miss P said, you have a brain box in your hand. Go on Google and find out the age that the Americans stop using the buses and what mileage. But my question this morning, though, in a head boy, is there a former diplomat involved in purchasing the buses from the United States for Daryl Vaz?
My information is that some of these buses came from out of Arizona and Florida.
That's why I have a question. Hold on there for me.
No problem.
Good morning, Miss P. You're live. Miss Winnie.
Good morning, sir.
Is that who is the gentleman?
Ed boy,
Ed boy,
auntie.
good morning to you, sir.
How are you?
No, good afternoon. I just wake up and I just tune in. Now, can't we, the public, find out what the cost of those buses? Because a friend of mine.
What I know, Miss Winnie and Headboy, what I know that one of those buses can cost $5,000 US to $3,000 US dollars. No, I do not know how much to buy them for.
No, listen to me, sir. He said, if you buying them like because usually they would park them and then get them scrapped later on because they do not run a bus after, I think it's after 10 years or 5 years.
I just Googled it and find it.
What yet? Well, they can sell the buses much, much cheaper if you're buying it in bulks. You understand? And Daryl Vaz.
Miss Winnie, it's neither here nor there to buy those buses in bulk. You know what we are saying. What I am saying, Jamaica has 3 counties: Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. What the minister should have done then, since he has money to spend the money to buy about 5 of those buses brand new then. The short buses, not the whole big long one them. You see? For Cornwall. Then in year 3 he does the same thing for Middlesex. In year 4 again, he does the same thing sorry. You're just buying these things.
Yeah, but Jeffrey and Miss Winnie, 1 second.
But listen, sir, the tires have to change.
Go ahead, boy. Go ahead.
You all have to understand this. The cost for a new bus is not even so. If the government were to buy 100 new buses, it would not amount to $1.4 billion. Did you hear what I just said to you? I can send you right now. I could send you right now to a website that JUTC used to buy buses from in Belgium, Volvo, that they buy buses from, the company. They have some of their, they're not old, meaning they're not over 5 years. And those buses were not being sold for more than 50 and 60,000 US. Yeah?
And there is the buses, excuse me.
Go ahead, Miss Winnie, go ahead.
And some of them you can get them a bit cheaper as well. You understand?
Exactly.
And too, you got to change the tires. You got to change practically everything. Or you got to change the door. Because, the children when they open the door, then they're going to come out where the traffic are coming. You see, there's no roadside for the children to come out. What is this? I think these buses a gimmick bus. They don't pay no duty. It was duty free. Right? I remember Auntie Dana have a 40-foot containers of stuff coming down for the hospital. And she was trying to get a duty free that they don't pay anything. Just get it because it was for the hospital. It was coming from Canada. And listen to me, sir.
Miss Winnie, government can't mean everything duty free.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But the trouble is, why they do this as well? They want to get rid of the ordinary taxi man and the coaster driver that would be taking the children to school. But there are people to use it to do the school route. But there is some part in the country the buses cannot go.
And that is why I'm appealing to the bus and taxi operators in this country. That when the election is called, you do not take a taxi for the Labour Party and Daryl.
No, but don't. And the trouble is too, they was going to do the same thing that Mr. A tour, a JLP tour. They cannot do that now. They set them back. So I don't know why Daryl Vaz go and do it. Why don't he go and arrest the man that raped that like a 12-year-old girl? He know where he is because it's his body. Go and arrest him. Bring him in because you better bring him in. If that child was any relative to me, even have a tip of my blood, you would bring him in. Trust me. Anyway, Mr. Jeffrey and Tall Boy.
Yeah, Ed boy.
Hey boy, I just wake up.
Yes, Auntie, no problem, man. No problem.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Auntie. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you, hey boy.
Okay, Auntie.
I don't know what's going on. There's something going on with the system here.
Yeah, man, Jeffrey, I see it every minute, but let me tell you, we'll press on. We'll press on.
Good morning or good afternoon, Miss P. How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon. Big up yourself, hey boy. How are we, man?
Big up yourself, Sister
First
P.
thing I say, Warriors 777 your name. They are 55-year-old. And from JOS, lock off when they on a school bus. More people, more taxi, I can't quit me. How much people dead in a taxi out of Jamaica? Make I tell you something. Look, it's a loan some not a lie. We see the bus them pan wrecker a pass our jar. We see again one of them will lick down some cone when the police ask the driver. He said, "Nancy cone there." We see one again when the Portland and wait to drive. It had to hook wide like a trailer, like a 40-foot trailer. I go on the but if vehicle are coming the opposite lane, I think stop. Figure way. Then the bus then, we never gone far, you know, physically, but we gone far by my phone and my TV. I pull a salt when I see what time, they use salt and salt the road. Say, well, I don't need them right now. There are certain times when they have to service them and take them out.
But Miss P, don't listen to this idiot here who's 77. Let's go and do a research. Florida just said, I just did the research, that after 12 years, the buses are retired because they have over 200,000 miles on them. Daryl Vaz has told the Jamaican people that some of the buses are 10 years old. That make any sense?
No sense. But we all know them are liars. So they can't come with nothing new. There's no to tell me say, will fly. I have two grandsons that pass exam. And I don't know if them are put in a film area. But then none of my grandparents can't go on them. We are stick to the evil we know with taxi. But Daryl Baldwin says stick to the evil, you know. And we are stick to with taxi and with coaster bus. Then we are stick to. We are stick to the evil where we know. All of us would know we all bust them.
But Miss P and Jeffrey.
One of them buy vehicle.
Hold on, Miss P.
Them buy brand new vehicle.
Hold on, Miss P.
Buy brand new vehicle for you.
Miss P, hold on there. Head want to say something.
And you know, Miss P and Jeffrey, you know, one of the worst part of this is the same taxi man them where they can't get the work to carry the student them because they say taxi man vehicle not safe and this, that. They want to carry vote upon election day. Same taxi man, you know, they want to carry voters upon election day. Yeah? That makes sense?
Makes no sense at all.
But you hear Daryl said none of the taxi associations, transport operators have come out to say anything.
Say anything about what?
To oppose the move.
You know why they can't oppose the move?
Because them bought and paid for, you and I know.
Because the so-called presidents of the organizations. And you know what I'm talking about, head boy. They bought and paid.
Bought and paid for, man. Bought and paid for. So even when the axe come to their neck, they can't ball out.
Just like all this guy here, 7777, is bought and paid for by his party.
Jeffrey, over the next coming days, let me release our information to the public. The JLP had a meeting last week with all of its major bloggers. They have given them a list of individuals to target, what time to target them, and when to target them. The attacks will increase over the next coming weeks.
That first, yeah, so I yeah, this have to go. All right. Good morning, Mr. Jeffrey, and good morning, head boys.
Good morning.
I'm just calling to put a little piece to this bus thing. In the time of Dr. Carlbright in Central Westmoreland, he bring in some of those school bus down here, and I don't think they last 6 months before those same quality school bus back. So it is not the first them come here. Them come here under Carlbright watch at Central Westmoreland to school children, and it never lasts cause them a old bus. They, right now it's supposed to park over public work in our Westmoreland. So we know so they no good. Thank you.
And that is, thank you very much, ma'am. And that is what I'm saying to you. Some of these JUTC buses are some old lap in the bus that can't come in the country now.
I don't believe that. That is true. Cause enough of them park.
But you know something, ma'am? Do you realize that government buy all these vehicles and they buy what? Hello, you know
water truck now there's something there. Mr. Bang, me shake my head this morning. The as much is way.
Do you know how many water trucks are bought for National Water Commission over the years?
Okay, you know, Mr. Jeffrey. I know. There's a lot of wastage.
Sister, Jeffrey, I want to ask the caller a question.
Hold on, ma'am. Hey, boy, what are you saying?
The caller says she's calling from Central Westmoreland, no?
Yes, Central Westmoreland.
I want to ask her, how is the temperature down there? If she thinks Mr. Vaz can win again.
Look here, I'm living on the scheme, so I don't out, but based upon what Saturday, when I went down the town to see Andre, wow, it was good.
Wow.
It was good. I couldn't even get to see Andre.
Wow, that's how thick the crowd was?
Yes. Oh my God, it's the vehicle. The people, police, them have to turn. Some of them have to turn to go to shortcut to go to Bobby and wherever. They couldn't see it around that circle at all at Independent Park.
So you
yes,
you think Central Westmoreland, Eastern Westmoreland, Western Westmoreland going back to the PNP then?
I know for Central Westmoreland. Yeah. I know for Central Westmoreland.
Yeah.
But I have to vote. I went to Negril the same time today, and down there was pure orange. Right in the square there, awaiting, and those people. That's the time I know that they were passing that way. So I'm expecting. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, we're hearing you. Sister.
All I'm expecting. I want to see that not only the bus. I want to see the motorcade. Oh my God! I can't wait for the election day to come.
All right, ma'am. I hope you encourage people to go out and vote on election day, though.
Well, Mr. Jeffrey, I am not into a position to talk to anyone, you know. I just talk to my comrades, them that I know.
Because
only my comrades, them that I know.
Because I can tell you one thing, you know. When it comes on to crowd, you can rile up a crowd, you know. But crowds
Manly did say 250,000 could never be wrong, and he was so wrong.
All right,
but between the last election with the PNP, so now I know that they're going to be a swing. With no doubt.
Yeah.
It's no doubt that the election is in the PMP, the ball is in the PMP course.
Okay. All right, caller. Thanks for calling in.
Jeffrey.
Thanks for calling in.
Yes, Mr. Jeffrey.
Before you take the other call, Jeffrey, before you take the other call.
Yes, go ahead, boy. Mm-hmm.
There's something I wanted to raise with you, right?
Yeah.
Regarding the Airbnb issue. But are you with the caller now?
Trying to hang up the caller. Go ahead.
No, let the caller go. Let the caller go ahead.
Hello? Hello? Who's online here? I don't know who's online, but somebody's online. Hello? 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 Hello, good morning.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jeffrey. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Quick question. How much did they pay for one of the bus?
We have been trying to find that out, but we can't find it.
They will never tell you because it's a damn thieving scheme they're up to. You'll never hear.
And ATI was sent out for them to give us information, so hopefully we can get that.
I
was to another station and they're saying 97,000. So I'm wondering,
US?
97,000 for one bus?
97,000 US.
Yeah.
Because some of them is all they are selling for all 5,000 US and 3,000 US. Some of them.
But remember why the cost will be more exorbitant than before.
Another drill thing.
Go ahead, head boy.
The cost will be more exorbitant because he has given the contract to Stuart to bring it in. So they will add on their cost. Miss Leacher.
Oh.
The leech that was at SSL, that was at the Financial Services Commission that allowed SSL to go on with the nonsense. But I wanted to
Yes, head boy. Go ahead, boy.
No, I'm saying after this call, I wanted to raise something about the Airbnb, particularly for the diaspora, and its danger that it poses.
Thanks for calling in. Head boy, go ahead.
Yes, so Jeffrey, the Airbnb issue is a serious issue, and I'm disappointed in Delano. Jeffrey, what happened to this thing?
Yeah, head boy.
They're definitely working on us today, Jeffrey.
Yep.
Yes, I'm saying that the Airbnb issue, let me say it quickly before I go out again. The Airbnb issue, Jamaica currently has over 5,000 Airbnbs. Yeah? Do you know that Punta Cana, and I'm sure that place should sound familiar to you, Punta Cana has over 10,000 Airbnbs. Do you know how much Punta Cana contribute with the stay over in Dominican Republic? The Airbnbs in Punta Cana generate over 3 million stayovers. Do you know the impact that has on Punta Cana? If you want to buy a house in Punta Cana right now, it's the most expensive place in Damrep to buy a house.
Yeah?
Because they're used solely for Airbnb. So I am saying, in Damrep, there are a lot of Americans who tell you, oh, I'm going down to Damrep I'm going down to Punta Cana. Yeah? So with the Airbnb concept, if we were able to, it would infuse more money in the local economy. Yeah? But there are certain people. Do you know how much we made from Airbnb in 2017, Jamaica?
1.1 billion.
1.5 million US from the Airbnb.
That's a lot.
So why do we want to stop the smart? But the thing where it's hurtful is the people who live in the diaspora. Many of them have bought some of these apartments, put them on Airbnb with the intent that when they come home now, they will have this as their home and then they'll retire it out of Airbnb.
True.
So it has impact across the whole wide Jamaica. But let me tell you why they're doing this. Why they're doing this is because Minister Bartlett is protecting his interest. Let me hush them out, you know. Don't do it, that boy. Don't do it. Yeah? But there are certain interests that they're protecting within the hotel sector. If you realize all the hotels that have been built lately, their room capacity have been super mega rooms.
Yep. Because we know why.
Okay. So, and that is one of the instructions and agreement was we're going to stifle the Airbnb industry to ensure that nobody goes. Because let me tell you why they're doing the registration. They know most Airbnb operators not going to come to register. So what it means is going to become a criminal offense. Them going to be liable to pay $1 million. So imagine, me and my little old board tattoo down a Rockabessa St. Mary. Yeah? But the tourists say he like Rockabessa because he knows the Rockabessa have James Bond Beach and so forth. I am making maybe $50 US a night a room. May have guessed maybe 3-4 times for the year. I am supposed to now come in and come sign up and pay as equal to somebody in the hotel industry. Can that be fair?
Boy, I have a question. I have an answer to answer somebody in the chat room here. Why Mark Golden called the bus what and wagon? Let me ask you a question. Do I look like I have the mind of Mr. Golden, sir? Or ma'am? Does anyone on this platform here look like I have the mind of Mark Jefferson Golden or anybody within the Labour Party or the GLP as a matter of fact? If you have the mind of Andrew Holness, then all power to you. Or anybody else. Because I don't have the mind of Mark Golden or anybody. All we're saying, the bus system need some overhauling in the sense of why I spend so much money on this space second-hand bus carrying into the country. Something is wrong somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen,
I can tell you, Jeffrey, there somebody get bus in this bus system.
Of course somebody get bus.
Somebody get bus in the bus system. But not only that, somebody going to go prison in this bus system. Because I can assure them that my minister, my next minister and your minister, Jeffrey, of transport, Michael Phillips, if he is anything like his father and he's so much like him, I can assure you somebody is going to go to prison. Yeah? Because, Jeffrey, if you look what them doing. They take up lipstick. It's lipstick they put in a pig, you know. They're decorating the old buses. They're spending how much thousands of dollars to decorate these old buses.
Old dilapidated thing. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome to our program, your life.
Yes, my brother, how are you doing?
I'm here looking and living like, you know what?
Yes, man. Yes. My question, my brother. You know, I would like a boy to hear what I'm saying also.
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Do you think that those buses that Jeffrey talked, what my name there?
Who Daryl Vaz?
Daryl Vaz. I scanned to him how much millions of dollars. Do you think America would sell them buses that have no use? I don't think so.
You think America do it? Sell them?
Yes.
Why not?
Huh?
Hello, if you find a bunch of idiots, then you want to sell something, you sell it to them.
You're right.
You're right. What's another? If you find some food that have money to waste.
Jeffrey, what you said a while ago reminded me of school days. Remember when they would give the note and say send the fool a little further?
I can tell you something. There's an island in the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
Off the coast of Negril.
Mm-hmm.
Waters. That name Bubiki.
Yes.
I know of people who sell that island more than one time. I'll give them land title for it.
My God.
The island belongs to the UDC.
Yes.
But people come to Jamaica, love the island, and I know people who sell them the island. so if America find a bunch of nincompoops from the Caribbean that they can offload these buses to, offload it to them. I don't blame them.
Well, Jeffrey, let me say something to you.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Daryl Holness, I believe, let me tell you the honest truth. That's I can be wrong, but I believe strongly that somebody gets some big cut off of those buses.
That's what the head boy just said, and is the truth?
Really?
Yeah, I just said somebody get boss in the bus. This is what I said, Carla. Somebody get boss in this new bus system. Somebody get boss. Yeah? And we don't have to say somebody get boss. We know who get boss. Miss Jacqueline Stewart Lecker. We know who get boss.
Carla? We have to take some more calls. A lot of calls coming in.
All right. Take care, my brother. God bless. God bless, my brother. Yes.
Cool, yes. Good afternoon, my good friend. How are you doing? Good afternoon, Chris. Hello, Chris. Hello? Oh, Lord. It seems like they're dropping the pothole. Minister dropping the pothole. Chris? Hello?
Yes, Jeffrey.
Yes, man. What's going on? Hearing you now. Go ahead.
I'm good. I'm good. Hey, head boy, how you doing?
Hey, brother Chris, good to hear, man. I heard you yesterday, and which program I hear you, and I was just cracking up. I heard you on a program yesterday.
I was on with Colin. We were talking about. I was in Barbados for 2 weeks on a little vacation.
Yes. Talking about
I was giving you a story about the guy who's from the Caribbean Development Bank that was telling me about the deplorable condition of the Jamaican school. Boy, I'm ashamed because up here, people from all over the world was there at the circle get together. And when the man described the condition of the schools in rural Jamaica, I feel like something in my belly to it as a Jamaican. I feel really, you know, it was bad.
And yet, Daryl Vaz see it fit to spend 1-point-something billion and that's all the lap in the bus.
But this is the thing I want to get to, Jeffrey. Think about storing how much bus you need to transport that amount of kids. The land alone, setting in the infrastructure to maintain, change oil, mechanics, all of the infrastructure you need to roll out something like that. It is not feasible. What Mark Golden is saying is more feasible. Use subsidies because it's going to end up being cheaper for the taxpayers. You don't have to hire drivers or none of that to give them a subsidy. They pay their overhead and all of that. And those roads are not made for those buses. Anybody with common sense can tell you that. Those buses will not last in Jamaica. My brother drive one of them in Georgia. He said right off of the assembly line, them is a piece of junk. They're not made for those terrain. It's craziness them talking about. I want them to really think about the overhead and the infrastructure they take to roll out something like at that magnitude. It's not feasible.
Them not care about overhead nor nothing, sir.
Well, them say it all around. You know, that one name famous say Dr. Tufton said the drill cost is insignificant. So they have this mindset that the Jamaican taxpayer have a bottomless pit of money and them can do whatever they want with it. But it's just from a logistics standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. You would have to go find some buses somewhere that would be more suitable for the roads in Jamaica. But the overhead and everything, them kind of run JUTC. How them are going to roll out the next something like that in the rural areas?
But Chris,
difficult to do the rural areas.
Chris, here's the worst part of it. Yeah. Right? Here's the worst part of all of this. The JLP is the same party who is looking and expecting in September when the elections are held, or in August when the elections are held, to ask taxi and bus operators to be the runners in the election.
So yeah, I think what Mark Golden said make more sense. You're going. First of all, you're going to add money into the local economies by giving the subsidies to the taxi operator, and them can upscale them. Add more to their fleet as they go along and make more money. To me, that is more sensible.
Not only that, Chris. You know what we're going to be creating? We're going to be creating and I don't want to spill the beans too much.
Gentlemen, hold on for me. let me say something here. Everybody have freedom of speech, you see? And I am not pressing or pushing any PNP narrative on this platform. 7-7, think twice before you talk.
Jeffrey, why don't you block this damn labor right that is getting paid from Belmont Road?
Yeah, that was just my point of view, Jeffrey and Head Boy. I think Mark have a more sensible
But it's
approach to
just
this thing.
just looking at feasibility, but not just feasibility. And this is what the JLP fails to understand. That is why the economy is in the problem that it is in. You need to start to have money circulating in the economy. That is why the school feeding program and the transportation program, the rideshare program of the People's National Party, is aimed at targeting small operators, small farmers, and small transport operators.
Yes. Go ahead. Yes,
and if we, and people have to understand this, Jeffrey. The PNP is looking out for the small man. Whenever your government tell you they're going to make $9 billion pass through the hands of farmers. Whenever your government telling you that. Whenever your government telling you that, no, it is time for us to respect our transport operators. They are business people. They're taxi men who used to take care of me when I go to school. Bus operators who used to take care of me when I was going to school. Yeah? Both JUTC and regular operators. But I'm saying we need to stop treat our small operators as if they're not running a business. Go a taxi boy. Because that is how Daryl sees them as some little taxi boy. Yeah? These are business operators. I know operators who have 20 vehicles, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Richer than some people who doing a 9 to 5.
You know, Head Boy, we sit down in this country, you know, and the amount of money that has been mismanaged under administrations in this country. Jamaica could have 10 type A hospitals already, you know.
No, but Cornwall Regional Overrun alone could have given each parish in the west, Westmoreland, Hanover, and St. Elizabeth, yes, a brand new facility. A brand new facility plus medical equipment.
True. So true.
Yeah? But let me tell you, this government is what the young people call a chopper government. Their only initiative. That is why they want to be the one preside. What do you think they're going to get for thief? If you not put money out there, we're going to thief it. You can't thief on there, no? So that is why they are pushing for this transportation program. Imagine, we have had an overrun of JUTC of 18 point something billion dollars. Billion in their arrears.
And they put in this bus system under JUTC again.
Which is now going to...
And guess who's the managing director for JUTC?
Who's the managing director?
A former commissioner of police.
No, he's the managing director?
Uh-huh.
Well, when I thought he was a transport authority, so they made him the managing director of JUTC now?
I just said it a while ago.
But hold on, me ask you, pardon me. Jeffrey, the man where the United States government said was involved in stealing vehicles, selling thieving vehicles. Oh, well. Oh, no, I know why. Is him and his son in the ganja business? Oh, let me hush me mouth.
Hold on for me. You see if you can't come over here and be respectful on this platform, I'm going to block some on here.
Yeah, man, block them.
If you don't come on this platform and you can't be respectful, I'm going to block some of them. Make it clear.
I said no, it makes sense.
By the way, we have some t-shirts for sale.
Yes.
$25 for them. March, we are march to set Jamaica free. Come make we march on to progress. We also have this one here, Mek Wi Talk Jamaica Election 2025. Only $25 for them. And you can zealous. When you start cash up, you take a picture of the Zelle or the cash up, send it to my WhatsApp number and your address, and we send it to you. The fee to post it off to you, because we're gonna do it through mail or some other things. So in other words, the whole entire thing will come up to $30. $25 for the shirt, $10 for the shipping and handling. All right. So $25
Nice.
for the shirt, $10 for shipping and handling. And the shirts are nice shirts. March we are march to set Jamaica free. Come make we march on to progress. We also have the one here, Mek Wi Talk Jamaica 25, Jamaica election 2025. The blood and fire t-shirts, you have to order them.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, the blood and fire t-shirts. If you want it, if I can get 10 people to buy the blood and fire t-shirts, then I can go and order them.
Right.
All right. The other ones that I just showed you, we have them in stock right now. The blood and fire t-shirts has to be ordered. You want to let me know. Hello, welcome to Mek Wi Talk program. You're live. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Turn that in the background.
All right. I just want to make one point.
Gonna have this in the background.
Straight up, stop.
All right, go ahead now.
Just want to make one point. The Juta drivers, right? They have private vehicles and they carry tourists. But it's basically the same thing what the government, what the PMP want to do.
There you
go. Empower them so they can buy them own bus and carry tourists.
Exactly.
They carry tourists. So we can't do that and carry our children. Simple. Take care.
All right, my friend. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, brother. Well said.
No
Well said, Jeffrey. Well said.
Yes, well said. Because he thought it's a very important point. That go ahead, boy.
And I forget about Juta. That was what we did. That's what PJ Patterson did when he was Prime Minister. Yeah, he restructured Juta. Yeah, and made and a lot of the go ahead, Jeffrey. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Miss P.
Yeah, good afternoon again. Yeah, Mr. First thing. You hearing me?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you. Oh, Lord.
So there is you can't put a clean wine in a dirty bag. Not whether it will come with nothing at all. Matter of fact, the whole entire GLP government. So those are you get badness where you depend attack. We know some banner this morning, Jeffrey ban GM badness. Because these are Warrior 77. These people are getting money from up there. We not get no money. We are loyal people. Attack up. So we pick me, we grand pick, we great grand and great grand. So no come on, fireman. You saw the fool no. How not people a criminal.
Miss P, what the person named Badness? What is his name? J Badness?
Yeah, we are known to call him drunk or badness this morning.
Is one
I am a girl. Yes.
Hold on, you know. Is one of the idiot men people, you know. Idiot men going around doing these things, you know.
But we tell you, we hungry for power. We not hungry for power. Them hungry for hold on to power because they have it for 10 years. So we make them feel beat up. Look at them track record. People are suffer, people are dead in the hospital. Can't get a penty, peas and pain when they attack bullshit. Right? And we don't want to hold us here. When Daryl Vaz and he come to them and get vehicle and get brand new SUV. And that we want to put them in. We are stick to the taxi on them.
But you know something, Miss P and Head Boy? Over the years, we have been carrying new vehicles for different government entities. And there's no way to service them. I've been saying this for many years on this platform. Why is it that governments of the government do not make there be a part of upper camp that services government vehicles, both police vehicles, JDF vehicles, service all government vehicles across government entities? The amount of money we spend on vehicles in this country for government entities and politicians is unbelievable. Go ahead, Miss B.
It cannot, you know. But the reason right now I curb because me I say give my friend a food. I remember back then when we used to use up a JDF them, then do rescue, then do all type of thing, they build bridge, then do this, they do that, especially in our times of needs. Now the JDF them, I don't know what they told the JDF. You know. This man Andrew Holness, in sick, drunk stomach, with no apology. In just take the country and do what he feel to do. And in the panic I ask, and in classroom, and in do everything, and in back at a youth of a university, and now I'm seeing my come back and crawl panic to vote to what? And me some people are talking about election. Let I tell you, let us pray and put the Almighty God in because an election is going like never before. The polling station never go black from one hand to one hand. Because people are going to vote, people have sense, people are read, people understand and not buckle and base anymore. People are feeling it. People are walk like themselves. And when done, people pay what they feel like and tell you income pool. And we can't call the Minister of Labour because there's no help. These are the things we are talking about. We want to run down. The down to the Bible tells us that working man is worthy of his pay. Or you can work people, you know, want to pay them. And then you create criminal and thief. Eh? You think now got my bed hungry. Some people are going to think like me are problem. Then someone are going to say, me hungry again, you're going to see me nine. Because you know, work, but you can't get the idea. Just because we talk about the young people, I'm going to work alone. We can't work and we're working with our money gone in a taxi, we can't buy it. What makes sense? Come on now, man. What that makes sense to people? This man come with the old boss. We're going to do the research on the old boss then. Do the research on the old boss then. Huh? Think people like idiot? Sure. Sometimes me and them going to talk about the man. You just get this thing, which you just with station, I can't tell someone who's on sitting. If you go, man, if you go, Jamaican people willing to work and work hard too. But at the end of the day, when they work, you must compensate them properly. We need hospital where we take sick. We can't get through and get well, get through, get good service. Our children need good school. We need good road and again, Jeffrey. Jamaican policy, if you keep drive to your left.
Yes.
And right now, we have the two and for the steering. We are dip and a dap and a dipper. A right and you going to the escape patrol. Then the big old bus there. Eh? Then the bus again, there is no road to drive that time.
There you go.
No road.
There you go, Miss P, because me asking the question time and time again. If one of those buses go up to West Rural St. Andrew, how you not turn up there? Another thing again, when the buses are finished working, are they gonna go and park at JUTC in Westmoreland? Hold on there, in Westmoreland. Where they gonna park? They're gonna park in front of the Solomon police station or the Negril police station? Or the Little London police station?
On that pumps. Most of them are parking. And uno taxi man. Uno taxi man. Uno are vital. And uno know no value for this country. Any day, me talk every day about the taxi when me take. I said to them, say, uno, busman and taxi man, any day the 14 parish come together and decide, say, no work. You see what they make in Jamaica. And all of them, man, the last time we tried, they go food and box juice and one yummy. And the sister man come and liquid without no mouth. Now, if you is a taxi operator and the government, as the Marky G said, I will recruit you to carry picnic to school. And you know at the end of the month or fortnight you have get your pay. You know the hours when you take the kids to and when you go pick them up back. You can run 2 trips within that hour too. We the parents and the government and go on and say you're a reliable person. We are going to vet you if you are a child molester. And then by the way, we take up because I'm around taxi. We have people where we know say a good person, good man, good woman too, or we take care of people them. That's not much easier what we go say. You spend billions to buy all of us. Eh? That's the truth. These, if you go up school in the Brownstone, certain hours a day in a morning, I pay a course if you carry kids to school. Certain hours again when I coaster time I come down the hill again. So people already and a parent of here put it. We know man holding coaster we have contract with parents that take their kids to school. So if the government said if Marky G come and say right, that is what we will continue with and boost it up. Now what's up that?
I think what the government is saying, or Daryl Vaz is saying that the bus that them buy, no meeting accident. Only causes anything meeting accident. The film bus not meeting no accident.
The last time I look at Jamaica, what are they said on the bus there? Florida, I carry some farm worker and they turn over on the side. And America a good road. So I mean, I want to look again for a long-term program this morning. Just said bus there. I drive to one road when I look for that in Jamaica. And then we call them recently. When we look again, look at it a drive again. And it's a good open.
Yes, I think it's somewhere. I think it's somewhere in I think it's somewhere in Portland the bus was. And they look down the corner and the police asked, you never see the corner? He said never see the corner.
You know today, and we see that come again from our road. And I'm going to make a turn. It has to go way out there, so like a trailer. They don't have any. And the vehicle we are come, they're the opposite of the stop. Not for them late to make him pass. So these bus down, they're not worth it. And Mr. Daryl Vaz, otherwise known as Pumps, and Mr. and our Prime Minister Andrew Holness, just do the honorable thing. Call the election. Get it over with. Make people can sleep good. We tired of you. We tired of you. Don't to upon the wire where election or call. We want to talk about Airbnb to pay. The civil servant will get 0% raise. We don't want with the election. I think you know run some. But no matter where we do, things are must have Mark G promise me that. And he might do it lawfully. You tell us him if you do lawfully. Yep. So we have a big man in our country named the Constitution. And when that big man talk, all no dog can bow. Yes. Right. So I'm looking here, Jeffrey.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Christopher Campbell, me I beg one shot, one blood and fire shot. Me can't buy right now. Mr. Campbell, me I beg you a blood and fire shot, sir. You can contact Jeffrey. And if you can afford, if you give me one, please and thank you. All right.
But Miss B, how you not get to Jamaica?
I saw me beg brawling.
No, hold on, Miss B. How you not get to Jamaica? Because we have no ship down there to you.
Yeah, of course, because I can't come up and I'm on a visa.
All right. All right.
I have a visa, that's why I have to defend Jamaica. They might tell me to choose Jamaica. We can't choose Jamaica because Jamaica choose me, I am a man. So Jamaica choose me, so I have to defend Jamaica and rescue Jamaica. But we can't choose Jamaica. Jamaica already don't choose me. I am a man. Yes. I'm never going to find yet. Wow.
All right, Miss B.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye. I don't know what happened to Headboy. Headboy just disappeared. What's going on here? Oh, I think he went to pray. It's time to pray. It's time for prayers. Remember that we have shirts for sale. Mek Wi Talk Election 2025. shirts up for sale. We also have this one, March We Are March to set Jamaica free. Come make we march on to progress. This one here is Mek Wi Talk Election 2025. We also, you can order this now. You can order this. If I get 10 orders with this, then I will get it off. Blood and Fire Comrades. These are the shows that we have. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. You're live. Where are you calling from?
Hi, Jeffrey. How you doing? I'm in Connecticut.
Yes, ma'am.
Jeffrey, I want 3 of them shot there.
How much of them you want?
I want 3 of them.
All right. When hold on there for me. When I hang up, when I come off air, save the number. When I come off air, you call me back. And we can talk.
All right.
I can see
no problem.
The Zell is running across the screen there, but when I come off air, call me about them, all right?
All right. And Jeffrey, you hear how much Mr. Pum sent in pay for the all bus them?
19-something thousand US.
Which the bus them come up to 70 something billion.
Mighty God, look down for heaven power. Murder.
I was just watching it and I'm waiting the name.
He had a press conference a while ago, you know.
Yes, I hit him in a press conference. He said the bus will come up to almost $1 billion.
Lord Jesus.
Oh my God.
That is total wickedness.
Oh my God. Them are rape off my little country. Them are rape off my little country. Mighty God. I want to go to Jeffrey.
Huh?
What we are going to do?
Why, darling? Me not excited, but the people need to do something. I think they need to, if you not call election by January, then Jamaican people have to do something.
Yes, and that's what they want to know.
Yeah.
They want to start that they can push back things. That's why you see my go on with all when going on with it.
I think that he can't call state of emergency. I think what he wants to do, you know, he wants to take revenge like what Michael Manley did in the 1970s.
Oh.
So he wants to do.
Oh.
Because remember they said that Michael Manley lock up Babs again and 2 here Pernell Charles, you know. So who knows?
But if they deserve to get locked up, then they get locked up. If they deserve it. I remember when I was a child, you know, and me there Port Antonio, because Portland me come from. Port Antonio me come from, right at the heart of Port Antonio. And when me a pick me on the day, like maybe about 10, we don't remember me age, but me remember say, PMP have meeting at the courthouse square, if you know Port Antonio. PMP have meeting at the courthouse, which part this NCB bank they know. And JLP have meeting down right in front of the market square. And me used to sell orange to my mother. And me I go from one meeting to the other. I sell orange and no war. Everybody move from one meeting to the other. No, you can't do that. People want to kill you because they see you have an orange shirt. I remember I went to Montego Bay to live, and I went to Falmouth to visit somebody, and I have on a yellow t-shirt. I don't remember which year was it. And I have on a yellow t-shirt and I walk into the post office. And one lady look for me and tell me, say, me not wear them, the color them. He said, no. If you can buy me a different shirt to put on.
Hold on. What you tell us? You had what kind of shirt?
I have on a yellow t-shirt. Not even have nothing in politics in my mind. Actually, I got to tell me something of wear them the color day. Me say, excuse me?
Damn idiot.
You can tell me, are you buying clothes, give me? Not even remember say politics was going on, but me just put on my clothes and come out of my house.
Your orange color shirt.
A yellow t-shirt, yellow, nothing with orange, a yellow.
Yeah.
And now you realize that they are so desperate and mean. I was listening to a topic last night when a topic was saying that they have his name on Bradley Avenue radio show talking about he switched from PNP to GLP, so everybody must go and vote for Oh my God, they're not easy. But anyway, Jeffrey, I'll call you back later. Hopefully, I remember before I go to work. When I go to work, I can't only listen to the program. I can't talk.
Okay. I'm going to come off and
So
you can call me back, all right?
Yes. If I don't fall asleep, because from a come home from morning, I fell asleep. But anyway, I need the t-shirts. I'll find time to call. I need one of the blood and fire. So I need one of that one. I need one of the Mek Wi Talk, and I need another March via March.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much, my dear. Call me after the program.
Yeah. No problem.
All right, darling. Thanks much. Just to let you all know that we have shirts for sale. We have March via March to set Jamaica free. Come make we march on to progress. We also you can order your blood and fire t-shirt. Let me explain something to you. These shirts up here, I have them now. It's $25 for one, $10 for shipping and handling. That's so everything up to $30. This one here now, I do not have this one. You have to order this one. All right? Blood and fire comrades. You have to order this one. I have this one here. Mek Wi Talk Jamaica Election 2025. I have this. So I have this and I have this now. Order your t-shirts. $25 for the t-shirts, $10 for shipping and handling. And you have to order this one here. Order these shirts now. You can order them with me. You can also, if you want to order them, you can Zelle it to me. So it's Zelle 954-529-8030. Cash App is $ Mek Wi Talk, all one word, 345 for Cash App. You can cash up it to me or Zelle it to me, all right? The Zelle number is 954-529-8030. Cash App is $ Mek Wi Talk, all one word in one, 345. All right? So we have these shirts up for sale. You can order your blood and fire t-shirts. And you can get this one here, Mek Wi Talk Jamaica Election 2025. So you can order these shirts with us. We have them right here now. We can ship them off to you. As soon as you place your order, we can ship them off to you. All right? So this is what we're doing here in the Mek Wi Talk program. I'm not going to come over and beg you guys anything. I prefer do this, and you patronize me with this, please. I'd appreciate it. And for those who want to order their blood and fire comrades, you can do so. And you can when you make the purchase, let me stop this thing here. Hold on a minute there for me. Let me take off this. Go like this. Stop this part here. Go this. Put this up there. That's the Zelle. All right. When you purchase the shirt, you Zelle it to me. All right. You take a picture of the Zelle, WhatsApp it to the same number here, and then WhatsApp your name and number. Your name and number. Remember, $25 for the shirt. Shipping and handling is $10. So you Zelle that to me, whether it's Zelle or Cash App. Take a picture of them. WhatsApp your address to me, and we'll get it off to you. All right? Thanks for your cooperation. Thanks for your support. Likewise with these shirts here, everything is the same thing. Like with these shirt here, Zelle it to me, Cash App it. This one here now, you have to order it. And by ordering it, you send over your Cash App or your Zelle. We go to the manufacturers and we get them made. All right? But these are already made. These that we have here are already made. So that's what we have over here. All right? I would appreciate if you all could support the Mek Wi Talk program. by purchasing a shirt from us. We're also going to have the Mek Wi Talk shirts pretty soon. But we decided to do this because election is near. All right? So we can do this. You can do this. You can purchase any one of these shirts here. All right, $25 for one, $10 for handling and shipping. So everything up to $30. All right. Thank you all very much. Remember, you can sell it to us. When you either sell it or cash app, you take a picture of this Zelle or cash app, and then you send it to the WhatsApp number. The same number here, 954-529-8030 is our Zelle number. It's also a cash app. It's also a WhatsApp number, all right? And then you WhatsApp your address and everything, and we send it off to you. All right? Thank you all very much. We're back to the talk. I don't know what happened to head boy. He just disappeared. And he's not like that. I think something else came up why he disappeared like that on us. All right. That's a good question, you know. If the bus can go by a flat bridge. What did I say, Opal? 35, not 30, Jeffrey. Remember what I said, and I can correct myself. What did I say a while ago? I end up correcting me now. I appreciate your correction, but what did I say? Oh, he's over Andre. He didn't say excuse to me at all. He just run. So there you have it. We're gonna come off here now. So if you're interested in getting one of these shirts, the Blood and Fire Comrade shirts, you have to order it. We already have these here. If you want to purchase any one of these, Zelle us or cash up us with your purchase. $25 for one of the shirts here, $10 for handling and shipping. We also have the Mek Wi Talk Jamaica election 2025 power. Vote for your rights, make a difference. We have that. You can also purchase that from us. This one here now, the Blood and Fire t-shirts, $35. You purchase the t-shirts from us and we get it made for you. All right, $25, $10 for shipping. All right, so that's what we have here going on here at the Mek Wi Talk program. Interested, let us know. I keep saying $30. Okay. Oh, let me say a while ago. Lord of mercy. Let me say a while ago. Anyway, so there you have it. You can sell us or cash us, okay? I want to say thank you all for coming on. Thank you all for being a part of this program. It's now 2:27, 1:27 in Jamaica. For those who were calling about the shirts, you can call me back. For those who want shirts. Oh, someone was asking if the buses can go over flat bridge. JUTC go over flat bridge, so that means that those buses, well. You have a point there, you know, because when you take the corner if you go on flat bridge, you have to turn the steering all the way around, you know. Them buses have no really have no lock, you know. So the good question, can they go over flat bridge? Can they go over flat bridge? Can they truly go over flat bridge? Miss Williams, it all depends on where, because apparently the postal service is saying something. If it's other state, it's totally different from another state. If it's going out of the United States, it can be $5 to ship it outside the United States. Because I look on the what I call it again, the post office, the mailing system that they have up here. I look on their thing. And for domestic mail, for domestic shipping, and so it's $10. That's what I saw on it. That's why I charge you $10. It's not me. If I had enough, I would just ship it off to you all without even charging for shipping, but I can't. So there you have it. For those who want our t-shirts, we do have it. You can call us at 954-529-8030. For those who want our t-shirts, call us at 954-529-8030, or when you're purchasing, is Zelle 954-529-8030. Cash App is $ Mek Wi Talk, all one word, 345. All right. Thank you all very much for coming, and thank you all for being a part of the program. Thank you all for remembering the Mek Wi Talk program to like, share, and subscribe. So like, share, and subscribe. All right. God bless you, and may God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Jamaica free. come under some pressure. You're going to hear all kinds of propaganda. You're going to hear all kinds of lies and deception. There will be tactics used to try and buy you out. There will be tactics used to try and frighten you away. And I only have to say one thing to you tonight, comrades. We are blood and fire comrades. And we're marching on to progress. And we will stand firm. We will not be bought because we are not for sale.
Eternal and sovereign God, we come before you today. The God of righteousness, the God of justice, the God of peace, we come today, oh God, in no other name but the name of Jesus Christ. We come, Lord, putting our Jamaica land we love in your hands. Almighty God, it is your word that says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then and only then you will hear from heaven and heal our land. And Almighty God, without a vision, the people perish. And so today, Lord, we come because Jamaica is weighed down under the weight of corruption. We're polluted, oh God, by cronyism and nepotism. But today, Lord, we come in your name and we say, Lord, rise up leaders like Moses who led the people out of bondage. Rise up leaders like Nehemiah who had a clean hands and clean heart. We pray, God, that you will rescue Jamaica and sound the trumpet in Zion, sound the alarm, oh God, that Jamaica will understand that you, oh God, cares for the people of this country. And so, Lord, we come against every badmanism. We come against every plans of the enemy. And like David said in the wilderness, you come with spear and javelin. Come in the name of the Lord God of hosts, the army of Israel. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
The Prime Minister just needs to fly the gate. Call it Andrew, call it, and Iman will sound the trumpet.
Whether you're Labour right, PNP, regular Jamaican who just want to vote for a change, you see the next election here will come up under no circumstances whatsoever can you vote in back the Jamaica Labour Party into government.
The Andrew Holness led administration have failed our children, they have failed our people, they have failed our country, they have failed to give young people the opportunities, they have neglected our healthcare system, leaving our people suffering and desperate. Comrades, this JLP administration promise prosperity, but what they give is pain. They promise security, but what they have delivered is fear. They promise jobs, but what they have delivered is hopelessness. But comrades, the PNP and the Marks, just as a golden, is not just ready to win. We are ready to lead with integrity. We are ready to restore Jamaica's promise. We are ready because Jamaica, your time comes. The Andrew Holness led administration have failed our children, they have failed our people, they have failed our country, young people the opportunities. They have neglected our healthcare system, leaving our people suffering and desperate. Comrades, this JLP administration promise prosperity, but what they give is pain. They promise security, but what they have delivered is fear. They promise jobs, but what they have delivered is hopelessness. But comrades, the PNP and the Marks, Jefferson Golden, is not just ready to win. We are ready to lead with integrity. We are ready to restore Jamaica's promise. We are ready because Jamaica, your time comes.
I just want to ask one dege question. You know what a dege is? One dege question. I noticed that Parliament was scheduled to end on July 2nd. And suddenly now everything rush up.
We need to ensure
This year and the victory here. What the progress people them there? They want to see every hand in the ear. Tell him to call it and you know call it. 25 if you call it. Tell him to call it and you know call it.
Election is not about COVID. This election is about rescuing Jamaica, land we love. How much look? Nigga, you don't have no water. All the tourists in Nigga have water, but you, the citizens, don't have water. When you move from Nigga, you move into the Sheffield Division. Half home don't have no water either. Nigga people don't have no post office. You have to go all the way to Little London because they couldn't be here. Under your next member of Parliament, those days will come to an end in Nigga for the people of Nigga. Work at your hotel. As Bob Marley said, coming in from the cold. This party under this leader, when bringing the contract workers from the cold. If you work 3 months in an hotel, they're not supposed to send you home and break you for 2 weeks and send you to come back to work. Those days is going to come to an end under the People's National Party.
We have a leader and a team in the People's National Party who has said that we are here to restore hope and to give you a future. I want to zoom in specifically on the future because the other side keeps looking back. We don't look back and forward, we are looking. And this is what we want to do for you and your families. Here is the deal. You know PNP is education. And when we talk about education, we have said that we want to focus on primary and early childhood education because we see the statistics. Too many of our children are struggling and no people abandoned. So we want to ensure that we give them the support and the right start in life. When we talk about education, we want to ensure that when you send your children to school, they can get their vocational and skill training so that they can get a job and earn what they need to earn.
Comrades, it's been a wonderful day, 2 days in fact, touring Jamaica. Everywhere we go, we are well received by the people. They're happy to see us, the energy is high, and everybody's looking forward to whenever Andrew call it, or if we don't call it, the Constitution will call it for him. It must come and it's coming soon. Comrades, we have a great deal of work to do. Help build back Jamaica and rescue Jamaica. Because right now Jamaica is in a malaise, it's in a stagnant situation. The economy is not growing, times hard and rough, and people are looking for hope. They want to see a new and better way forward. already mentioned the reform that were introduced in 2015 when I designed the ganja legislation and brought it to Parliament. We were decriminalizing personal use of ganja, so nobody couldn't get hard and pulled by a police officer for a split or a jar weed or a chalice. Increasing agriculture as an important pillar of the economy. A pillar of the economy which has been treated somewhat as a poor cousin over the years. But in this era of global food insecurity and climate change must be uplifted to a new level. And that is why we plan to establish an agricultural development fund. We're going to be taking some of the money that is earned from the taxes on imported food that we already collect, putting that in a discrete and separate fund for the farmers, managing it well, and enabling them to get access to credit, access to finance through the PC banks, better farm roads. We need to ensure that there's a government in which you can have trust and confidence. Right now, we have a government that has been racked with so many scandals. We heard about the used car scandal, those used cars bought for the police that were never delivered. And there have been so many, JPS, Petrojam rather, Nesal, CMU, the list is very long. The Prime Minister himself, who is taking the Integrity Commission to court, trying to set aside the very offense for which he is being investigated of illicit enrichment and destroy the legislation itself, which his government passed, although we designed it and we brought it to Parliament originally. And because he is under investigation for illicit enrichment, and the investigation has not been completed, because the Integrity Commission did not get information from him that they asked him to provide. They've sent it to the Financial Investigations Division. And now that institution has a new person in charge, who is somebody who came on public radio saying that the Prime Minister has done nothing wrong, and somebody who doesn't meet the requirements for the job as advertised originally, which said you must have at least 12 years of law enforcement experience, 5 of which should be at a leadership level. This is the kind of thing going on in this country. Hanky-panky is the right word. Undermining of institutions. Critical institutions supporting the good governance of the country. The country can't develop under the Labour Party government like now. The government has no moral authority to lead this country. Because if the head of the stream is not clean and pure, everything below will be soiled also.
Remember to order your shirts, order your shirts, order your shirts. Call 9545-298-030. Order your shirts, order your shirts, order your shirts. All right? You can order your Blood and Fire t-shirts too if you want. Okay? Order your shirts. All right, let me go back over to this. I have to go to the... I know the mic is on.
I noticed some by-elections going on. But that is a sideshow. And in fact, it's not only a sideshow, it's a downright disrespect of the Jamaican people. Because it is a disrespect for the rights of representation of the people of South Trelawney who have been without a member of parliament. It is a disrespect for the people in Morant Bay who have been without the services of a councillor. And I believe time come now for legislative reform that would cause a by-election to be held within a specified time whenever there is a vacancy, and give that power to the Electoral Commission of Jamaica so people stop playing and monkeying around with the constitutional rights of the Jamaican people. I noticed some by-elections going on. But that is a sideshow. And in fact, it's not only a sideshow, it's a downright disrespect of the Jamaican people. Because it is a disrespect for the rights of representation of the people of South Trelawney who have been without a member of parliament. It is a disrespect for the people in Morant Bay who have been without the services of a councillor. And I believe time come now for legislative reform that would cause a by-election to be held within a specified time whenever there is a vacancy, and give that power to the Electoral Commission of Jamaica so people stop playing and monkeying around with the constitutional rights of the Jamaican people.
Comrades, it is a disgraceful blot on this government's record that maternal and child death rates are higher today than they were in 1995. Jamaica is going backwards under this government. Mothers and babies are dying. What happened, Andrew? How come you don't hear the dead babies now?
I hear the spirit of a little baby crying. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying.
The PNP will prioritize the procurement of intensive care units, providing critical care for mothers, babies, and the general population. Comrades, it is a disgraceful blot on this government's record that maternal and child death rates are higher today than they were in 1995. Jamaica is going backwards under this government. Mothers and babies are dying. What happened, Andrew? How come you don't hear the dead babies now?
I hear the spirit of a little baby crying. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying.
The the PNP will prioritize the procurement of intensive care units, providing critical care for mothers, babies, and the general population.
Clarendon, Jamaica's third largest parish behind St. Catherine and St. Anne, bears
within our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half-truths and trick you into voting for them, and then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days. We fix election date. Still I wait for the promise to fulfill. One broken promise after another. Laughable, as we say. None of your promises are fulfilled yet, boss. So we there wait.
Within the first 100 days of our government, we will start the legislative process to institute impeachment proceedings in Parliament. This will add another layer of protection of the Parliament to ensure that only members of unquestioned integrity sit in the Parliament.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation.
Andrew, you need to do what you said from 2016. You say you're going to put it on paper. So anything you put on paper, the MP have to work with it. So you need to do it now. Because I feel like, say, when you do that, the MP will do them work. And we will see work done in the community.
Within the first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to introduce term limits on the office of Prime Minister.
Andrew Holness, January, him break him promise and nothing him say I'm going to do for the next 100 days and now him not do nothing. Him not keep no promise and him say I'm the promise keeper. What a promise, January star.
At a convenient time within our new government, we will hold a grand referendum on the CCJ, the Caribbean Court of Justice, as the final appellate court.
You make so much promise for us. Look how long you're in there. Nothing done. All for the COVID. They promised the people them $25,000. Nothing done. Huh? So what you expect me to do? Tell me if you sleep with the door and window open and nothing done.
Last year, Jamaica embarked upon a formal process of constitutional reform. The people were excluded from the design of the process, and the people did not trust it. The PNP is very clear on our positions on points of principle. Our representatives on the committee that they established did not sign the report of that committee because we did not agree and we do not agree with some of its recommendations. And I will share some of those issues with you now. First, the reformed constitution will establish
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk.